Published, 1817 Eastern Standard Time, the 8th of March 2018. Updated, 1817 Eastern Standard Time, the 8th of March 2018. Scott Quigg has vowed to make Oscar Valdez regret the decision to ever choose him as an opponent. Valdez has been tipped for greatness after picking up the WBO featherweight title en route to a perfect 23-0 record, with 19 wins coming inside the distance. As such, he will headline live on ESPN at the StubHub Center in Carson, California on Saturday night, but needed a dance partner for the clash. Scott Quigg, R, challenges Oscar Valdez, L, for the WBO featherweight title on Saturday night. The two fighters came face-to-face at a press conference on Thursday ahead of their clash, and the 27-year-old decided that Berryman Quigg, who has relocated to Los Angeles to work under Freddie Roach, would be the perfect opponent. But Quigg, 29, is adamant that the undefeated world champion has made a serious mistake with his selection. He said, "Oscar has been built as the next featherweight star and he hasn't put a foot wrong. But when my promoter Eddie Hearn phoned me when the fight was offered, I told him to rip their hands off. I take my hat off to them. This is a voluntary defense. They didn't have to pick me. Credit to them for that, but it'll make them regret the decision to pick me. He's exciting to watch, but there are big flaws. They were exploited in his last fight. I don't see this fight going 12 rounds. The Mexican has won all 23 of his professional fights, with 19 wins coming inside the distance. The Berry fighter's only career defeat came at the hands of rival Carl Frampton back in 2016. Quigg knows all about Valdez after the pair sparred in South California in April last year, but says neither will be able to take too much confidence from those gym wars. We were both preparing for our own fights back then, he said. We never knew if we'd cross paths, but we knew there was always potential for that. We gave each other good work, and going by the spars, the fans on Saturday are in for a real treat." Valdez, for his part, conceded that he has selected a difficult opponent on purpose as he bids to prove himself as the #1 featherweight on the planet. The 27-year-old had to pick himself up off the floor in his last fight, when he was dropped by Genesis Cervania in the 4th round before coming back to win on points. "I think Quigg is one of the best fighters out there and we are not taking him lightly," Valdez sighed. Now the big punching Mexican is expecting another tough test from his English visitor. "Scott Quigg is a good fighter," Valdez said. "We were looking for a big name and we've got one in front of us. If you want to be considered the best, you have to fight the best. I think Quigg is one of the best fighters out there and we are not taking him lightly. I've been telling everybody that if the fight is anything like the sparring session, then you should expect fireworks. Scott Quigg is a great fighter and he proved that to me in that sparring session. I want to prove to myself and to the world that I'm the best featherweight out there, and what better way than to beat a great fighter like Scott Quigg."